Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Retro Rallycross Championship for the British Rallycross Five Nations Trophy. And how does this play out here? Dan Swayland, if he wins this race and Tony Lynch finishes below fourth, he will be the champion. So Tony Lynch needs to be within the top four if Dan Swayland's to win to keep the championship alive. It's Swayland on pole, and I tell you what, it's Tony Lynch with an absolute worldie of a start. Swayland is going all the way back to it looks like fifth position to head then through Talladega and turn number one. Oh, it's a big run round the outside here from Bradley Venning. Is he going to hold on to it? Side by side with Lynch. He went from fifth up to nearly first. He's going to hold on to second, but look at the drag he's got. Brilliant stuff there from Venning. And Venning is going to head through Cheston's Drift, and he's absolutely going to be in the lead of this race. Fantastic stuff there from the Peugeot driver as we head then up towards the North Bend. And there is Dan Swayland. So Dan Swayland needing to get back involved here. And again, just to reiterate, Swayland, if he was to win this race, Tony Lynch to keep the championship going until the final round would have to be in the top four. That's as simple as I can make it. Terry Moore, by the way, down into fourth position now in that mini across the final chicane, and the start-finish line they come. And well, Bradley Venning has got an unbelievable start to this race, or had an unbelievable start. Swayland is going to swing round the outside there of Lynch, not quite going to work out as we head over the jump for the very second time. And you can see there that Swayland just has a bit more pace in terms of the acceleration, but the top end, Tony Lynch is able to really defend. There, the mini in the background of Terry Moore is closing up each and every corner. Up the hill they come, up towards the North Bend, the outside line being chosen there by Swayland and also being chosen by Terry Moore. So Terry Moore looking to go around the outside, and the battle for second position here is heating up as Swayland's trying to find a gap down towards Paddock Bend. He has the inside line. Tony Lynch will not defend it, and Dan Swayland now off to chase down our leader in this race. And wow, he has gone from first to fifth and now back up to second in 2 laps. Swayland really won in this championship. Then through Talladega, once again, Tony Lynch making a little bit of a mistake there. And while you do not want to leave the door open, the smallest of gaps will be filled by that mini, I can assure you. Over the jump then from Venning. Oh, that did not look like a good landing for the Peugeot. Did not look like a good landing at all. Heading up Hairy Hill towards the Lydden Hill sign, under the lights. And the Peugeot is absolutely being caught here. Yep, definitely. Dan Swayland is reeling in that Peugeot. Are we going to see a change for the lead? We might be about to see a change for that podium position as Tony Lynch is going to lose out through Paddock Bend once again. No, he's not. He's going to defend it this time round. It's not going to work out there for Terry Moore. Terry Moore now onto the fourth lap of this race. We'll be looking for a gap to work with. Gap between the front two then is separated by 1.1 second now. That has absolutely come down. Swayland really making hard work of this, but it's giving us an absolute show up towards the jump on lap number 4. Are we going to see a move though from that mini? Oh, Tony Lynch there getting very squirrely on the exit of the jump. Leaves the door open as we head up the hill once again. This is where the mini seems to have some really good drive. And is there going to be that opportunity through the North Bend? Bit of a mistake there from Bradley Venning. Heading now down towards the Paddock Bend. Of course, they do not take the Joker. And Venning is very slow off the North Bend. Can Swayland swing it round the outside? Not quite close enough to do so this time round. And as we come through the chicane and the start-finish line, does Dan Swayland have one more trick up his sleeve? Closing that gap once again, trying to find a potential move through Talladega, up through the kink, up towards the jump. Closes in once again, but Venning doing everything in his power to make sure he holds on to this lead. And a first win of the season, first participation and win of the season. Up the hill towards the North Bend, we see a lovely battle a bit further back here. So Simon Hart then under pressure from Paul Buckmaster. And it looks like they have managed to figure themselves out here. Dan Swayland now has the outside line once again. And will he be able to complete this move this time around? He does! He's managed to make a move up the inside of the Paddock Bend, now the outside, but Venning is not giving it up. He is absolutely not giving it up. Through and across the start-finish line, and there is something quite poetic about these retro cars running with the lights on at this circuit. It is very dark here at Lydden Hill. It just makes it more special. And over the jump, can Venning find himself that opportunity? the big story here is that Moore has got past Lynch as well. So Lynch is now in P4. So that means that Dan Swalen would be 20 points clear, and it would actually need him to be a DNF tomorrow and Tony Lynch to win the round for him to become champion. So Swalen just needs to score 1 point if he is to win this race, and he will be the champion, but it will go to the final round. Down the hill then, down towards Paddock Bend, and Swalen, he's absolutely had to do this the hard way. There's no doubt about it, but ultimately he's going to cross that line and take the checkered flag and the round victory. Incredible stuff then from Swalen. Wow, started pole position, dropped down to 5th, and had to make his way back through the pack to win the round. Tony Lynch, just by being in P4, has kept the championship alive. As we got there, Ian Biaggi and Simon Hart coming across the line there in 5th and 6th position, and then Paul Buckmaster will be the final driver across the line. Oh, breathless stuff from our retro drivers. Dan Swalen is all but champion, just needs to score 1 more point and he will mathematically be the champ.